Yes.
Right.
Hello. Yes, we're going to have a lesson on entomology, and our objective today, by the end of this lesson, we are going to define the term entomology, and also we're going to state the branches of entomology, describe the branches of entomology, and to explain the general importance of entomology. Now, in the definition of entomology, let's ask ourselves, what is entomology? We find that entomology is a branch of zoology which concerns with the study of insects, their characteristics, general anatomy, morphology, and their contributions to the biological diversity and a variety of other fields of science. Simply, it's just a branch of biology deals with the study of insects. We find that entomology is a science of studying of insects, and we find that this kingdom, in the animal kingdom, we find that the arthropods usually covers about 75% in the animal kingdom. And this division is very wide. It has insects with wings, others with no wings, others with 2 legs, some with 3 legs, pairs of legs, that is. Others have got 4 pairs of legs, and many, many broad morphological features which are being studied in this topic. In entomology, you have got many branches, and one of the branches is application that is in agriculture. That was the medical importance, the veterinary, and many, many more which we're going to study as we move along. Under the agricultural entomology, we find that this one concerns with the study of insects, which are directly related to the crops and the stored commodities. Yeah, the ones which are found within that is the post-harvest insects and the pre-harvest insects. Under medical entomology, this is just a branch which deals with insects which are responsible for the transmitting of human diseases, like mosquitoes, the bed bugs, flies, the sandflies, and many, many more. It's a wide branch which majorly, when you're doing the medical laboratory, you find that it is much covered in that field. Now, veterinary entomology also, this one deals with the study of those insects which may be beneficial to or harmful to animals. Also, we have got industrial entomology. This is concerned with the insects which are directly or indirectly related with wood, wool, cloth, and other industrial materials. It also includes the study of beneficial insects like honeybee and silkworm. If we can remember, the silkworm is a very important insect because it helps to produce some of the garments, that is. In the forest entomology, we find that this one's now deals with the study of insects which are found within the forest ecosystem. And there are many of them, variety of them, like the cicada and many, many more. Now, what about the forensic entomology? Forensic entomology just is a simple one. It deals the study of insects which are helpful in the crime investigations. Just allow me to admit a few of us. Very good. Welcome, Diana and Amy Muti. Very good. What are the general importance of this insect we are learning today under entomology? We find that many insects are considered to be pests by humans. However, the insects are very, very important for numerous reasons. The first reason is just insects are helpful in ecological importance. That is, you have got some insects which are helpful as scavengers. They tend to feed on dead organic matter, and also they help in recycling the nutrients into the environment via the soil. For example, the beetles. The beetles, when you observe very well when you are working on our farms, find that beetles are helpful in the farms under the ecology because they help in giving up the soil aeration. Also, the decomposers, yeah, insects which act as that kind of composer, they help in creation of soil top layer, which are rich with nutrients aiding in the growth of plants and other organisms. Also, the insects which are burrowing under the ground, like the ants, the beetles, they tend to dig tunnels in the soil, which aids in channeling of water. Hence, they are referred as burrowing birds. This is helpful so much because the soil profile must be well aerated, and the water should be able to seep into the soil so that the environment in the soil can be well accommodative to crops. Also helpful importance of these insects are in pollination. The likes of the bees, the wasps, ants, and others, they help pollinate flowers so that can be able to enhance some fertilization. We also have insects which are helpful as pest controllers, the likes of the praying mantis, yeah, which they tend to prey upon certain insects and like caterpillars, the aphids, and they feed on them. This helps to block the growth of such kind of insects, and they're able to act as pest controllers. Apart from the ecological importance of these insects, we also have got essential insects, that is in terms of economic importance. Yeah, the honeybee, for example, produces the honey wax from honeybees. This one is very helpful for human beings because find that some people tend to treat honey as a medicinal value, and when we consume honey, we find that our health is very much enhanced. Also, silk from this silkworm is widely used to design and make some beautiful clothes. Yeah, this is good for maintaining the body temperature and also good for skin and many more uses. Insects in the food industry, we find that some insects are very edible, and these ones they're being consumed by the human beings, and they tend to provide nutrients like proteins, minerals, dietary fibers, some vitamins, and some good delicacies. Like for example, people tend to feed on crickets, yeah, the cockroaches, the desert locusts. And there's another institution within Kenya, and I think that's the Jaramogi Oginga University. They tend to produce the locusts and the cricket eateries. This is a very good project because these insects provide people with proteins and good minerals. Now the food industry, like the people who makes the biscuits and some good eateries, they should embrace feeding on this kind of insects. They also help increase the interest of consumers in the markets, that is, in the food processing industries. Yeah, the food products such as flour, fitness bar, pasta, and snacks, we should embrace this under the food industry. Some insects also have got are very produced in a mass. That is, I've just talked about this: the crickets and the locusts, the houseflies, the mealworms, ants, mantis, and many more. So food industries are very beneficial. Other part of insects helpful importance that they help to provide antimicrobial peptide, that is under the production of some medicinal values. Yeah, and the insect like the mealworms, the leafworms, and silkworms have been observed to have some angiotensin converting enzyme, yeah, which are used in drugs for treating high blood pressure. That's now under the pharmaceutical industry. So we find that insects are very helpful in many ways. Some people also tend to use insects in industries like the cosmetic industries. Yeah, they use some insects to enhance the skin softness and many more. So I hope this far you have reached. Who is any question so far before we proceed to the next? Evans. Evans.
Yes, what is the question?
Any question? Yes, any question.
I have a question.
Yes, any question? Please.
Yeah, there is uh, this works and honey. So how can entomology help us to come up with a
In pharmacy.
much more quality? Because I've had some at some point where people died because they ate honey, which was poison. Yet it was natural.
Okay.
So how does this happen, and how can entomology help us to come up with a solution to this?
Now, people who have consumed the product under that honey as a product, maybe we find that honey help in the pharmaceutical industry is how? Because most of the products from honey, people tend to use it in many ways. They treat it as a medicinal value, but remember, a drug is helpful when you take it in a small dose. But when you overuse it, when you take a lot of honey, remember, it's a drug. It contains a lot of plant components, which are very helpful. So we should take that honey sparingly, just to enable us to have the proteins or the contents in it, but not to overuse it. When you overuse it, it's a poison to us. Because remember, the product of honey is just from plants. Yeah. So pharmaceutical industries usually have some products which they tend to use this honey to ensure that they sweeten their products using the honey. Yeah. Are we together, Evans? Yes, Evans. Are you answered? Evans, you are lost.
I now have good the answer.
You've got the answer right. Priscilla.
Thank you.
Priscilla.
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yes, Mr. Zablon.
Yes. Any question? I've seen you. I've seen your message.
No, I have no question right now.
Any contribution towards entomology?
I think
under the importance.
The importance.
Yes.
Let me think. I'm going to say at the end of the lesson.
Okay. It's a very brief lesson, eh? And also remember, okay, in agriculture, we found that insects are they are very important, which I've just mentioned some few areas under agriculture. If someone was very keen, I've tried to compile everything so that I don't repeat myself on the slide. Now, any other question, Amy? Amy? Maureen? Oh, guys are asleep. Sawe? Eunice?
Sablon.
Yes, Eunice.
Uliza swali.
Yes, any question?
Ama contribution?
Any contribution?
Recording in progress.
The lesson was very fantastic.
Okay, asante. Yes. Limo? Sawa. Asanteni sana for attending the lesson. So I'll give you an assignment for this lesson. We are going to find out the classification of insects. That is 20 marks. Discuss the classification of insects, and it is going to accommodate 20 marks. Sawa, are we together? Are we together? Fine. Sawa. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for attending the lesson today. I'm grateful for your time. Have a blessed night.